Now at 5, fighting for a cure. Hundreds of people expected here in downtown Raleigh this weekend for the annual Walk ALS event.
Tom George live from Halifax Mall with the story of a local man living with ALS. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Lauren and Steve, such an important cause, and those hundreds of people are going to be gathering right here on Saturday. And it's important to raise awareness because there are 30,000 people in the United States right now living with ALS. One of them, a pastor right here in Raleigh, who's using his voice to make a difference.
We had to go through an awful lot of it to figure out how to get this elevator in.
These days, it's not easy for Pastor Troy Tatum to reach the pulpit at Hillier Memorial Church in Raleigh.
The handrails were put in for me.
But there's no barrier to his faith, even after his biggest test 2 years ago.
When I was faced with this, it was an opportunity for me to really answer that question and say, you know, is that what you really believe, or is that what you've just been telling folks?
After months of leg weakness and ruling out other causes, he was diagnosed with ALS in 2022.
That was the hardest experience of all of it, was telling the kids.
He says so far he's lucky the progression has been slow, but his limited mobility and desire to spend more time with family eventually led to him stepping down as pastor.
It's tough in, you know, all the things you look back on and say, you know, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore.
He's shared his story from local events to Washington, D.C. to fight for more research funding.
There's not a huge community of support to advocate for it because when you're diagnosed with ALS, you're given 2 to 5 years to live.
It's much more common in people in their 50s and 60s.
And things have come a long way ever since Dr. Richard Bedlack began studying ALS at Duke 2 decades ago.
And I was just horrified when my attending came in and said, "We don't know why this happens, and there's really nothing we can do about it. Just go home and get your affairs in order." And I drove home that day and I said, you know, there's got to be a better way.
Now he has 500 patients and says he's inspired by new promising studies, looking into genetic mutations, environmental factors, and new drug treatments that could provide a breakthrough.
I think in the short term, we're learning ways that we can help people manage their lives and have a good quality to their lives. But in the long term, we're understanding what's causing the disease.
As for Pastor Troy, he might not know what's next, but he'll always find that pulpit.
I've really tried to say, you know, as long as I've got a voice, I want to use it to speak up.
As long as he has his voice, he will use it in such an important cause. Again, that's going to be happening this Saturday. ABC 11 will have a team here as well in honor of the late news anchor Larry Stogner, who passed away from ALS back in 2016. We'll have much more information on how you can get involved at abc11.com. Reporting live, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.